the superstitions that you have pre-games, pre-swimming?
I think it's just before I dive into the water, I have to flip my fingers before I dive or before the race starts. I don't know why.
I used to when I was younger. It was like the swinging of arms. If I swing this on 4 times and this one 5, like I would like just before my race just swing. Like, what's up? That's why you don't have superstitions.
I play pools and that's really hard. Don't misjudge those people.
Don't misjudge them.
I think the hardest part about it is the patience. It's very hard. It's freaking frustrating.
It's a science. That's what it is.
It's all about patience. I take my hat off. I don't have the patience.
You don't have patience. That's just not patience.
Team SA podcast. What show are we on today, ladies?
We're on the Erin Gallagher and Tatjana Smith Paris podcast. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. All right, so Tatjana, we're starting with you first.
Son of Erin Gallagher and the Tatjana podcast.
Yeah, actually.
Okay, Erin, okay. Erin, can you share a bit about your Olympic journey and your journey to becoming an Olympian?
It's been a very crazy ride, I must say, I think all of us are comparing this experience to Tokyo. It's very different, especially knowing that there's going to be spectators and stuff. I think it adds a little bit more pressure to the mix. But it's been such a, if I can say, it's a weird word to use, but a very peaceful build-up amongst like a very stressful build-up. But the main thing has been very peaceful. It's been amazing to share this journey with Tats and some of the other swimmers. Tats has been a very big part of my Olympic build-up. So it's really special to experience this moment with her, and I'm just excited to see where we go from here.
Okay, awesome. And Tats, what has your journey been like? For those who don't know.
Definitely again, going back to Tokyo, I think it's a different experience. There's a lot that happens. You realize why they use 4 years, because a lot happens and it's a lot to get used to. So a lot of things has changed. I think going into Tokyo, I was an underdog, very just quiet Tatjana, where now there's maybe a lot more eyes on me this time around. So it was just trying to manage those things and those expectations, and knowing that, again, it's the same mindset. I'm just going out there to give my best. So that doesn't change. Everything else changed. But
surname.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of things changed. My surname changed. So I'm still getting used to that. But the one thing that doesn't change is we're here to have fun. The hard work is done. We're just going to give our best, and everything will happen on that day.
I think God doesn't change either.
Exactly.
So that's been really cool to have that foundation, and just know that no matter what happens, we can always rely on God, and that He's our safety net, which is really cool. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, so getting to know you, Erin, we'll start with you.
Yes.
If you weren't an elite sports person, what would you be doing?
I'd be an elite food eater, actually.
Environmental. Come on. She's studying, what are you?
Environmental science and geography.
Okay.
Yeah. So safety
Clouds,
turtles.
yeah. We
Love
learned about
clouds.
clouds the other day.
I'm always teaching them clouds. It's actually really cool swimming in an outdoor pool, because when I'm swimming backstroke, if I ever get to, then I get to cloud watch.
Who does that for sure?
I mean, look at the clouds outside. Aren't they beautiful? But I'm definitely going to go into that after, when I'm done swimming. It's one of the things that I'm really passionate about. I think if I wasn't a swimmer, I'd love to be a tennis player, but I'm definitely not built for land, that's for sure. Water is the way to go. I mean, we had to practice walking literally every day before we arrived in the village, because there's so much walking. So I would definitely need to, train myself for the land.
Why did you have to practice walking?
Because we're swimmers, we're not built for
Not
for horizontal.
No.
I mean vertical.
And weight, just buoyant.
Literally, we work in a realm where gravity doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a lot of walking in the village to like the dining hall to go explore and stuff. So we just had to get used to walking around.
Practice walking.
Yeah, literally, we had to practice to walk. It's that embarrassing.
Erin, still on you. What's the last movie or Netflix series you really enjoyed?
Sure. Wow. actually know. Movie or series?
Oops, both. Either.
What was that movie we watched that I like kept saying, guys, I love this movie? Was that one Sunday?
It's like all the movies.
He's like
Eurovision.
No.
Please, don't.
Kayleen
Don't
and I
talk to
love this
yourself.
movie called Eurovision. Tats hates it. But this is the
terrible.
best movie ever.
It depends on what mood apparently
yeah.
you're in. But
No, it was
Okay.
that one where the guy was like all the different characters. Oh, it's on Netflix. Remember? Come on, you know. You have
I
to
hate
help me.
blank.
Anyway, ask Tats. I'll think
Okay,
about it.
okay, all right. What type of music energizes you?
Oh. So worship music, definitely, and then Taylor Swift. But
Okay.
worship first and then Taylor Swift.
Right, and that's the reason for the beads.
Yes.
Taylor Swift
Friendship
friendship
bracelets.
bracelets.
Gotta make them.
Okay. I want one, please.
Okay, I'll make
Okay.
one.
In your opinion, what's the best way to live in South Africa, coast or inland? And why?
So I lived in Durban. I'm originally from Durban, and I love the beach. Actually, I love the sea. I hate the sand. Once I'm in the water, then I'm happy. But since I've moved to Pretoria, I've really loved it, and I haven't really missed the beach that much. But I think when I get to the coast, then I realize why it's so beautiful and so special. So I definitely think I'd say coast. Yeah.
Cool. What app do you find yourself using the most on your phone?
Instagram.
Right. Of all the places you've visited, which city or country stands out as your favourite?
Australia. Well, when we went to Gold Coast. Yeah.
Okay. Outside of swimming, which Olympic sport are you most excited to watch?
Tennis or basketball? Yeah, I think, or skateboarding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's a memorable sporting event you've watched that left a lasting impression on you?
I think, actually it happened 2 times. So obviously Tats winning the gold medal. But I think what was really special was it happened with Cam van der Berg and Julio Zorzi at World Champs, where Cam came first and Julio I think came second or third, and then he pulled him up onto the podium with him, and they both sang the anthem. But then that also happened with Kayleen and Tats at Connie's in Birmingham, and I think that was such a special sporting moment just to, I don't know, I think sport has the power to bring us together, and I think it's so beautiful. So yeah, that was a really cool moment for me to be part of.
Okay, awesome. Any superstitions that you have pre-games, pre-swimming?
I think it's just before I dive into the water, I have to flick my fingers before I dive or before the race starts. I don't know why. It's just kind of become part of my routine. I try to stay away from superstitions in case something doesn't happen, and then like I don't want to have 5 carrots before my race and then I can't get to 5 carrots and then I freak out and think, now I'm going to lose, you know.
All right, and then who are 3 people you'd love to have dinner with?
Oh my gosh. Thanks, Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift, Nelson Mandela. That would have been really cool. And I think this is going to be random. Actually, not random, but my grandpa, who I never met, who I've heard so much about that I wish I could have met him. Yeah.
Cool.
So, if we go Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela, and your granddad,
Yeah.
what are you serving?
We're having sushi, pizza, burgers.
Oh, so it's all about you. It's not about their favourites at all.
Oh no. I don't know what their favourites are. I haven't met them yet. I'll have
My
a
favourites will be
variety.
there.
Yeah. And yeah, a lot of chocolate and desserts and pudding. Yeah.
Cool. What has been your proudest moment for Team SA?
I think experiencing the Rugby World Cup, or when we won the final. I was in Hatfield at the time when it happened, and there were like 1 million people on the streets. We were running up and down, we were celebrating, everyone was just one big unit, and it was so special to be part of that. And yeah, I think it's just so incredible what sport can do for a country. And yeah, it was just a moment that I'll never forget. Everyone standing on the table, singing the anthem. It was just such a beautiful moment to be part of. Yeah.
Awesome. T, let's start with you. Just the same questions.
Okay.
Okay. So if you weren't an elite sports person, what would you be doing?
I think else things are going to be very similar.
Yeah.
Probably eat as much as I can, or I think I would also be a different sport. So that's a problem. I don't think I'd be elite in something else. Maybe just other sports. So maybe athletics.
What do you mean you wouldn't be elite in something else? Everything you do is elite.
I've done netball, hockey, and athletics.
I'd love to see you play hockey.
No, because I was in the C team. I was just get off the ball.
I can believe that.
So they think I was running to the other side to go into school, but I was just running away. So yeah, that was not the funnest. I think I don't know why I put myself through that torture. But yeah, netball and athletics.
Okay. And what's the last movie or Netflix series you really enjoyed?
Actually, on my way here on the airplane, I was watching the Simone Biles documentary. It felt like it spoke a lot to me, but I think that's how everyone feels when they do watch a documentary. There's a story, there's something in everyone's story that relates to your story, and yeah, I think that was quite cool to watch.
Cool. What type of music energizes you?
Definitely praise and worship, or sometimes old school classics.
Right.
Who's in charge of a playlist when you guys are together?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, no, actually, because we gym together, it's like 90% Taylor Swift. I don't know any of the songs, so I just have to gym to Taylor Swift, and then I get the rare occasion of getting one song per gym session, which would not be Taylor Swift. Your
One
little
day.
papa.
Yeah. That's a
We
good
should
song.
have played it now.
Oh, do you have your phone?
No.
That's a good one.
All right. And then what app do you find using yourself the most?
Most. Yeah, probably Instagram, but I think
Canva.
maybe not by choice. Yeah, I think it would be like Canva and stuff. I like really designing things, but not by choice. Instagram, I think just because it's become a job. So, yeah.
Okay. And then, in your opinion, what's the best way to live in South Africa, coast or inland?
Oh, well, I've always been my whole life inland, so I'd love to go to the coast. I think she was saying, like, when you live there, I think you almost, like, forget how to appreciate the coast. Where for us, it's like, if we get, like, even just a half a day or 30 minutes, we all just want to, like, go to the beach.
Okay, cool. And out of all the places you've visited, which country stands out?
I definitely also think Gold Coast. I think it was like my first like senior trip. But obviously it went well in my swimming and stuff. But I was able to experience it like with the team, like properly as a team and a swimming group. And we had a lot of swimmers on that team. But then also having my parents there and my family to celebrate. So I think it's like a 360 at the moment. Tokyo, they weren't here, and now they're back here again. So this will be the second time that they've all been watching my swimming. Yeah.
Awesome. Outside of swimming, which sport do you really want to watch at the games?
Athletics, that's always my number one. And then definitely the tennis. I would die to go to the tennis. Yeah, there's too many. I think I would also try and want to watch sports that you don't always see on TV, like the badminton and like the smaller sports as well, because I mean they put in the same hours as us. So just to see them like do their magic and do what they're so talented in, which I think I would never be able to do. So just to see them perfect their like sports would be quite cool.
Bowls.
Oh yeah, bowls. I played bowls and that's really hard. Don't misjudge those people.
Don't misjudge those
I think the hardest part about it is the patience. It's so hard. It's really hard. It's freaking frustrating.
It's a science. That's what it is.
It's all about patience. I take my hat off. I don't have the patience.
And you don't have patience. That's just not patient.
All right. And then what's a memorable sporting event you've watched that's left a lasting impression?
I think we can all obviously agree to the rugby, but yeah, it's nice to watch rugby because you realize, I think, because we as spectators, I think for us, we don't realize that we are creating those same memories for people being athletes in the Olympics. But when we're sitting as spectators, that's the best part. Like we always here being competitors, and we've never been here being just viewers. So I would personally want to be on the other side in the Olympics one day, but the one that has obviously made an impact is definitely the rugby. I think it's cool to see how we'll just jump on each other when we win, and it's like, I don't even know you from where you come from or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, we're just all so happy together, the unity.
Okay, awesome. And do you have any superstitions or rituals before the race?
I used to when I was younger. It was like the swinging of arms. If I swing this arm 4 times and this one 5, like I would like just before my race just swing 1 more time.
That's why you don't have superstitions.
It clearly doesn't work because I still swim like this. I obviously swing the one arm less than the other arm. But no, I don't have any.
All right. And who are the 3 people you would like to have for dinner?
I think this is going to be very cliche, but I have had dinner with all the people I want to. I think I love my community and the people in my life, so that's why it is cliche, and it's amazing. And there's amazing people, but my family and my community are amazing, so I wouldn't want to exchange any dinner with anyone.
Okay, awesome. And what do you serve at that dinner?
Probably again my favorite food, which is probably braai. Braai face. I think that just we all know how it feels to get together with a braai. It's just like everyone engages and it's just funny conversation and you can just be yourself and it's just like the best environment to be around.
And after the games, what do you most look forward to?
Being a spectator. Being a competitive athlete is nice, and but it obviously comes with a lot of stress. So it's just like actually appreciating, like by watching other sports, you appreciate your own sports and how much you put in because you can see how hard they try, and you just know that you know the feeling, so you can relate. So I think it's going to be nice to see them like give their all.
Okay, awesome. I think that's that.
Yeah,
That was great.
So much good stuff there.